keep it real and tell me how you feel.
Just came to chill, keep it trill, baby.
I just keep it real and tell me how you feel.
Tell me what you came here for.
You know what I came here for.
Tell me what you came here for.
Oh, know what we came here for.
Tell me what you came here for.
You know what I came.
Yo, I know it's a little gloomy because I got yellow light. I got the gloves on that they had gave. These things came in handy because earlier I think a piece of metal sort of splintered my finger and I was like, yeah, now. So as y'all saw, the bed was on the opposite wall, and I'm gonna put a picture in here of the floor plan of my studio. That way y'all can see like where it was and how I changed it, because it's cool to like see it rearranged this way, but like to give you perspective of the space. So I did all of this, y'all, by myself so far. Started at 4:30 p.m. Mind you, that might be my neighbor. Mind you, I was like, I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do this to the weekend. I ain't gonna do this to the weekend. Impatient when it comes to building. Bobbiana wanna build everything. Bobbiana wanna build everything. And I get that itch. And so I can't go to sleep until I finish building this. So, mattress is still here. I at least place this here. Do not mind the pictures and stuff. That's obviously going to come down, but it ain't coming down tonight. I tell you that much. Because I got to unscrew. I kind of janked those two little, what you calls up there. So I got to pretty much unscrew that the proper way and take it down. That I can wait for the weekend because I'm not in a rush for that. That's more like a to-do. This is like that anxiousness because you're excited to do it. So I'm very excited to have done this by myself, y'all, because my back is flaming. My back, hey, my back, hey. If y'all know, y'all know. But yeah, my back is flaming. But I gotta go screw this crossbar at the top on that side and on that side. So that's what we're finding. And then I just gotta put the slats at the bottom of the bed that holds the mattress. I'm thinking about ordering one of those bunky boards or whatever they call it, because it's better support on beds that don't require box springs. But I didn't order it during Prime Day because I was like, look, I already ordered too much. I can order that later on if I feel like it needs more like stability. The weight limit is 800. I know I ain't 800 pounds by my damn self, okay? Just, I'm not. So, we're going to hope this is quality. There was more plus size people up there that gave good reviews. And like I told y'all, my hopes is to move by sometime next year in the fallish. So, I just need this to hold up. The other thing was broke, and I'll put a picture in here for y'all when I do it, so you'll be able to see. But the frame was leaning, and I had it for 7 years. And honestly, between like kneeing on it and stuff like that, it probably just wore after some time, because the other side was perfectly fine. But like, you know, when you're like leaning and kneeing on one part of it, you know, that makes sense. So anyways, I'm gonna screw that on, check to see if that was my neighbor. She was coming over to offer help. But as y'all can see, the bed is standing, y'all. The bed is fully standing. I just need to screw in that last piece. I'm hoping I did not break this because I was screwing it and I might have screwed it too tight. I think it's fine. But let me check and then let's finish putting this thing up. Just about done, but you can still come over because I probably can see this again. Okay, y'all, so my neighbor is coming over to help. I mean, I pretty much am done now. I told her that I'm done at this point, but she's willing to come. So, why not? You know, if she wants to come, then I'll let her come. But yeah, I'm pretty much donezo at this point. Don't fall, pooky poops. just try to slide this over so I can get my hands behind it. Slide this over so I can get my hands behind it. But she said she's gonna come in still. She's still willing to help, but I'm pretty much done. But now, as y'all can see, the mattress is in the doorway. And then the attached chair is over there as well. So I gotta find a way to get her in here. Let's try to get her in. And I will show y'all later on when I'm done actually putting it up. I'll come back to y'all.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. So here is the outcome. The bed is up. As y'all can see, y'all little doggy nephew laid up. But the bed is up. And I still have the rack, which I'll figure that out. The entire one regular desk I have is over there. And then I have the viral sit stand rolling that I use really every day. My chair. Closet is still full of the old headboard and stuff. Sofa's at least in its position, but it's gonna come back some. So the idea was the bed and then the sofa. See how it's scooched up, and it needs to be, not exactly because I don't want to close off the doorway, but it needs to come back. Whatever little stuff I need to fix on that wall is fine. My neighbor was actually able to help me get the stuff down, as y'all can see, so I'm gonna just patch up some of the holes there. You can't really see them because there's only a couple. But look at all of this. All of this. The AC, yeah, I gotta makeshift the AC into my window, y'all, because it's the in-unit one. So ghetto, but you put a little piece of cardboard just to block off the air. Whatever, it keep me cool. But there was the painting. I want it, but I gotta figure out what I want to do. Truthfully, I had made this. I ordered these on Etsy a few years back, and I like laid them all in there. I thought, and then that one just slipped down. So I'm gonna probably replace that out. Replace it, and maybe put the painting that was above the bed over there, because this is gonna be tricky with trying to put something. I could put something above. So I could do that. I could take those pictures and suspend them up above, but whatever, I'll figure that out. The shelves, I'm trying to, they're most likely gonna go to the women's shelter and get donated. And then I have my suitcases stacked, so the big, the medium, the small, all in there, that goes underneath the bed. So that's gonna move in a minute. But y'all, it is chaos up in here. Okay, chaos. Not too crazy, I guess, but enough, you know, enough that I'm like, so I'm gonna figure that out. And then I got my little knickknacks on the kitchen table here that had, this isn't this super cute. This had candles inside of it, and this is like a metal, or not metal. This is like a copper, and then this is a marble faux stone, and I love them. They're just so cute, decorative wise. You can use them as like a little jar to store your stuff and whatever. So I got little stuff that I'm put on like side tables or whatever. Like I'm gonna have side tables near my bed, because now I can actually put them. Like I told y'all, the coat rack is going out. I'm gonna fold those up, put them in baskets, you know, just like stuff like that. But for now, it's gonna stay by the side of my bed. Y'all, this is how I be explaining, like, I don't be getting the best sleep because my brain do not shut off. Last night, it was a little awkward because it felt like I was in a new place. And I'm like, you're not in a new place. You're in the same exact place you've been in for years. But I never moved my bed or rearranged anything in the living space ever. The kitchen, yes. Like I had a big tall table and I had it oriented one way and changed that. I never had the cabinet that you know to be in here now. So I've revamped the kitchen a bit. But I never changed like real position of stuff in my living space. So last night I was sleeping and it just felt so different. It felt so different to be like up against that wall, which is closer to the door. Not that whatever, but you know, I'm still closer to the door. And even Obama was looking like, what the hell is happening in here? And where am I supposed to lay? And his bed's on the floor and he's like, I'm not laying over there, because there's just so much stuff surrounding like his bed and stuff. It's just a mess, y'all. There's so much going on. Anyway, so he's just like, he was like, this is just way too much. And I'm like, well, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it felt different. And in the middle of the night, I had woke up. I was like looking around kind of. And then the coat rack was like right next to me. And I was like, what the hell? And so I like moved it away from me because it felt like it was just like one top of me. So there was that. And then I don't know, I was kind of like hot last night. And then I realized like I was a little more underneath the fan where the bed was versus where my bed is now. You know, I'm not exactly underneath it. So I was actually able to turn it up higher to try to get more of that circulation. But I got my AC, so it's not a huge deal. Anyways, I just wanted to come up here and just share that story. And I know I sound so groggy, y'all. I'm just so tired. I am so sleepy. I went to bed at probably like, it was 12:15. And I'm just tired. But thank God today is the last full day of the week. It's Wednesday. And we're going to be having a full day today. Half day tomorrow. So I'll work from 8 to 12. And then I'm going to be off. So 8 to 12. And then we have the rest of the day off. We have Friday off. And then we have Monday off. So the company was being real generous and gave us that. And I was like, thank you. So we'll do that. And then tomorrow I have my MRIs, y'all. So I have the MRIs from a few weeks back where I told y'all I went to the neurologist and then the endometriosis specialist. And it just took so much for the freaking insurance to like get it together and approve and do all the things. So I finally am able to go and do the 4 MRIs, which is going to take like 3 hours long. And then they're talking about don't eat after like 9 o'clock or something. It's the whole thing. It's the whole freaking thing. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna eat a good breakfast, and then I can't eat after 9. And then I'll get like some lunch or something else after that. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm just hoping this brings some sort of answers. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a work call in a few hours, but it's a little slow right now. So I'm going to take advantage of tidying up all the scraps from the boxes from putting the bed up last night and trying to organize that front little area that y'all saw with the paintings, all the stuff sitting around. Because today I will like to reposition the TV stand. So that's supposed to be in front of the sofa. Last night I had turned it on for a little bit and it did feel kind of like weird to have to like look to the side, because normally when I had my bed in the other place I was able to look forward. So looking to the side is definitely not something I would want to do. So I'm gonna move the TV stand today in front of the windows, and so that way the sofa and the bed's both facing. That was the whole idea, is that the bed and the sofa and the TV went lined. So we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna kill myself, y'all. Look, there's plenty of days for me to get this done. I got a long weekend, and I really should have waited on doing the bed over the weekend, but you know, couldn't do it. Just felt like doing it. So we're gonna do that today. And then the desk situation, I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna figure it out. I really don't want to get rid of the standard desk that y'all see with the monitors on it, because I bought that from IKEA and I really was so excited about it. Love it. But the way that I reoriented this space, it really is just like, where do you put it? And it was already a where do you put it when I got it, but I didn't have a choice, because I knew that I was going to be doing business stuff for my business, working from home. And then lo and behold, I ended up getting a freaking work from home job, right? So then I definitely needed it. But then I saw the TikTok shop sit stand desk that's just like a mini roll one, and I was like, perfect, because I wanted to replace it with the big one. And now I'm fearful of trying to put two 32 inch, is it the 28 or 32? I think it's two 32 inch monitors on an arm. I bought an arm, and trying to attach it to the back of that sit stand desk on top of my laptop and everything else. Like, I'm like, is that really gonna work out the way I think it's gonna work out? I don't know that it is. So I'm going to have to test it out, and if it just feels flimsy, I'm gonna have to decide which desk is gonna go. The sit stand desk or the regular station desk. And I really love the quality of the regular station desk. The sit stand desk is just a sit stand desk that I love, but like, it's not something that I can't get rid of and replace later on. Whereas I can see that other desk really like staying with me, and you know, I can really like keep it and move it somewhere else or whatever. Anyways, just jibber jabbering this morning, getting y'all all caught up on how things are going. I will show y'all some more. This is gonna be a continued situation. We ain't even gonna talk about how many parts there's gonna be. It's just gonna be a continued situation, because until this is all done, then it's done. But if it ain't done, then I'm gonna show y'all all the things that I'm doing, and I'm even show y'all little decorative stuff that I buy, because now there's no more big things that I really truly need to get, other than a purifier. Because let me tell y'all, my allergies is environmental. So I'm allergic to pretty much outside and inside dust and all this other stuff. And the amount of dust there was, like from underneath the bed, underneath the sofa, mopping that up, sweeping it up. My head feels like it's puffy and in a cloud. And I should have been wearing a mask when I was moving that stuff around, but I didn't. So I'm probably gonna put one on today for that TV stand, because I know there's dust all up on that thing. So anyways, whatever, that's all that's it. Let me get the morning going, and I'll check back in with y'all and show y'all what's the updates and what's happening. But happy hump day before the 4th of July in real time. By the time y'all get this, it'll be after. But yeah, let's go get some work done. Hello everyone. Happy Friday Eve. It is Thursday, and it is the long weekend for the 4th of July. Today we had a half a day at work. I told y'all that we was gonna have that, so that felt good. And let me tell you something, when I thought I wasn't gonna be doing it, people was asking for stuff. I was like, of course. So anyway, I did that. And now I am parked outside of the hospital for my MRIs. So I have all of my orders here, and I'm gonna give them all of these, and then we should be set to go. The brain, the cervical spine, the lumbar spine, and the pelvis. So we're finally gonna get that done today. And that's going to be that on that. I am looking forward to getting it done and getting the results. I just tried to book my freaking Quest appointment so I could be able to go and get the blood work, because one of the doctors had asked me to retest my iron to see if me taking my iron vitamins help, which I need to restock on that. So we're going to try to do that. But anyway, I'll get that done at some other time, because Quest, I swear to goodness, Quest never seem to have freaking openings. Like, it always seemed to be freaking book, and you go to different locations, always something. So we're gonna go and do these MRIs. I ate at 9:40, but I'm gonna start getting MRIs done at 12:40, so I have to actually get ready to go up in there because it's 12:23 right now. It did say you can drink plenty of water. It says be hydrated, so I'm gonna take this in there just so I can be chugging a little bit. But yeah, that is the plan, honestly, y'all. The long weekend, like I said, I don't go back to work till Tuesday, so the long weekend I am looking forward to, because I need to finish organizing this house. And y'all already know I'm taking y'all on a journey piece by piece, and I had such a cool idea. So let me say all of this. I could walk up in there, but I had such a cool idea. I want to do like a center focal point on the wall with panels, 3D panels that I'm going to order from Amazon. There's different colors, so I'm interested in either the gold panels, and I'll put a photo here so you can see, gold panels, or the smoke gray. And I'm leaning towards smoke gray, but I really want to do contrast because I have a lot of black furniture, but my colors for my apartment is blacks, grays, whites, and metallics. And I wanted to do that pop of gold because I feel like it'll really like boom boom, you know what I mean? But the only thing about the gold is that I don't like golds that look like cheap golds. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't want it to look fake. If it was more of a shiny gold, that would be fine. But this is giving more of that yellow gold. So I'm not really sure. I looked at people's reviews, and in some of them it looks fine. And then in some of the rooms it looked kind of, I don't know. But that smoky gray, baby, is giving grown and sexy. And one person on the review, I wouldn't do this, but I thought it was cute. She did the white ones, and then she put little gold butterflies on them. Like, you know, like a little 3D butterfly stencil things in between the little crevices, and I thought that was cute. But I wouldn't do that because I'm not into the whole butterfly thing. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I decide to come up with. It'll either be the gold or the smoky gray, but I think I'm going to do the gray. But I'm not going to adhere it to the wall because I'm not trying to repaint and do all this stuff. I just don't. I already got to touch up before I move up out of that place. So and just very little. So I don't want to adhere nothing to the wall and have to do way more than I need to. But what I'm going to do, and I'll show y'all, is like a do-it-yourself. I'm going to stick them on poster boards. So I'm gonna go to like the Dollar Tree, or either maybe not even the Dollar Tree. I could probably actually go to Home Depot and get a big like piece of something, you know what I mean? Because it'd probably be inexpensive, and I can have it to the size I want, and I can adhere the panels onto there. And then I have crown molding on the top of my ceiling, like a crown molding trim, the small ones, and you can latch these hooks onto that to suspend and hang like photos and all that kind of stuff, which I need to get some anyways to hang the photos back up. And I'm thinking to just literally put little hook latches on the back of these panels and literally just hang them. Like, that is my hopes. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, because I feel like that's just going to be a better outcome, and then I can just take it down. But I'm not going to do the whole wall. I'm just going to do like the center area of where the bed posts are, and maybe just a little bit beyond it, but not extreme. But yeah, anyways, that's all that's it. Let me roll up in here. I got my little orders on what needs to happen. So we're going to go in there, take my water, take my purse, take the things. Let me tell y'all, people, I tell y'all all the time, but the drivers out here are something fucking else. There was one guy that was in the right lane. I'm in the left lane. And then, well, he's in the right lane, I'm in the center, and then there's the left turning lane, right? He wants to go into the left turning lane. He decides to just jump right in front of me. Literally, no signal, no care, just jump right in front of me. Right across, diagonal like this. First of all, that's illegal. You're not even supposed to do that, because you're not supposed to cross the solid line in California. Him getting in front of me would have been fine if he had space and there was ample amount of time to do so. But he didn't. But going over into that left lane, you're supposed to do it at a certain point. If you don't do it at a certain point, and if you go into it, you're supposed to get into it there when it's the dotted lines. If you go past the solid line, it's illegal. And if you cross out of the turn and left lane back into the straight lanes, that's also illegal. How do I know? Because I've witnessed an accident from people doing that. And I had to be a witness because a motorcyclist literally almost got killed from somebody jumping out of the left lane to go back into the straight lane. And on top of that, blitzed through the light while it turned red. So it turned red, and the motorcycle guy was about to go the opposite way. Guess what happened? Car, motorcycle, run, boom. Flew the freaking motorcyclist across the freaking thing. So yeah, not supposed to be doing all of that, but people do what they want. And I was blowing on my horn because I literally had to prevent an accident. And he's like trying to murmur shit out the window. My window's down. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you stupid? Like, you literally could have killed me, you, whatever, if I was, not paying attention. Anyways, 12:30 now, so let's go in because my appointment's at 12:40. So let's rock. Y'all, that was so fucking draining. Oh, my God. I'm gonna get myself together. That was so draining. First of all, I'm claustrophobic, so that's the biggest piece of it being draining. And I had to do 4 total and only got 3 done. And that's on their behalf, which is just so fucking annoying. Like, being claustrophobic, I just wanted to get this done all in one day. Not to mention, I literally have been waiting to get these done. Y'all, when did I start booking these things? I literally went to my appointment on June 8th, almost a month ago. And between orchestrating the freaking insurance and getting the pre-authorizations and getting the appointments and getting all this shit, I got the appointment for today, and I was supposed to get all 4 of them done at this facility. And not only that, you have to go to a certain facility that can accommodate someone that's at a certain weight capacity and all this shit, right? And then being claustrophobic. And so there has to be specific machines for all of those different criteria. And I get here and they're like, oh yeah, it should be fine. Then the person that's doing it's like, well, actually, our machine's from 2010 or some shit, like early in 2000s. And he's like, because you are basically at a higher BMI, the machine that they have, I can fit in the machine perfectly. The machine that they have, the magnetization inside of it and the radiation, all the whatever the shit that it does is not strong enough that if I want to get the most accurate read for my pelvis, because that's even deeper in, that I need to go to another facility that accommodates obviously the right machine, like the weight, but that has enough magnetization to read accurately. And I'm just so annoyed because it's like I literally waited a month to do this shit. And I made sure I dot my I's and cross my T's to get this shit done. And y'all told me that I can come here for them to basically not be fucking right. And I get shit happens. That's not why I'm upset. It's just I can't stand those fucking machines, y'all. I can't stand them. I literally was sitting in there crying my eyes out because I just cannot stand being in tight spaces. It's just something about being in tight spaces just really send me. Claustrophobia is real. And I know some people be like, oh, Bessie, claustrophobia is a real fucking thing, y'all. Like, and my fucking anxiety was sending me. And I just had to freaking sing gospel songs, literally, and pray to God. Because I just couldn't, I had to get my mind off of being in that fucking machine, man. And then there's nothing today, and they're all booked, and so I have to now wait till the 17th, which is 2 fucking weeks from now. It's only the 2nd, so 15 more days to go back and to be fucking tortured again. It's just like, whatever. I'm gonna be fine. I'm about to take myself to Dollar Tree because that always makes me feel better. And I know y'all are like, this girl at Dollar Tree is a real fucking thing, and it is. And I don't care if I go in there and spend $5. It is literally retail therapy for me. I am not a shopper, but going to Dollar Tree makes me feel better. And I'm gonna get myself some food because I fucking deserve to eat. Not to mention, let me add in there, I needed to fast, okay? Fast for the exact fucking thing that I didn't get to do today. All of the other ones I could have eaten and it would have been fine. But I fast for the specific one that I did not get today. Tell me, and it's 2 o'clock. Fast for that specific reason to not even get it today. Yeah, send me with that bullshit, yo. I'm just over it. I'm over it. Yeah. Let me go to the dollar store and then go and get food because at this point I'm over it. But I will check back in with y'all. Hey y'all, hey, happy Friday. So I am going out. I have today off, like I told y'all. So I'm gonna go meet up with someone. She was a part of the mentorship program that I was in. But I think she is a mentor instead of a mentee. I don't know, we'll chat. We only met once in person, and that was at the like reunion that we were having for it. They had traveled over here in LA because they're basically trying to reach all the alumni that was a part of the program, whether you were a mentee or a mentor. And so they're going city to city. It's a nonprofit, and they're trying to, you know, raise some money to keep the program afloat, which I can understand. Nonprofit, and even though it's affiliated with Harvard University, because y'all know I'm from Boston, don't mean there's always going to be money given. And excuse the loudness in the background because of the AC, so I'm going to try to talk a little louder. But she... Nobody asked you. That little sensor thing is so annoying now. But she is a part of the program, and I'm going to ask her today because I forget. I think she might be a mentor, or maybe she's just a part of the organization in a different way. But anyway, they came to LA in January, and basically
they connected with all of us that was a part of the program, and I met her, and a lot of them were college students at the time, and I was just like, that's super dope to just stay in contact. So, you know, I'm an overextender, reach out to people. Let me adjust y'all a little bit. Reach out to people, and I was like, yeah, hey, like, you know, if you're ever in LA and you want to connect, you know, just let me know. And a lot of them was like, oh my gosh, I would love to come back out here in LA. It's so dope. It's so this, it's so that. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, if y'all ever come out, just let me know. So anyway, one of them was able to come out, and she definitely stayed in touch. She was like, I'm going to be in touch with you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. And she was just like, I want to see if I can get like an internship out there or whatever. So now she was able to get an internship this summer, and she's out here. So I told her that we can connect today. We do like coffee and that kind of thing, matcha or whatever. So I'm gonna drive over that way, and I offered to pick her up and to just basically hang over that way, right? Because it makes more sense. Like, especially if you live in LA, you know damn well, to drive across the city and the town and to do the things, baby, that gotta be some commitment, some love. Because I was telling her, I said, LA is a huge city, and anybody willing to ride you anywhere, meet you anywhere, that's love. And she's like, I'm seeing. I'm like, yeah, it ain't that easy. So it's gonna take me, well, now 30 minutes, because I've already been driving for like a couple minutes, well, like 35, 40 minutes. So yeah, that's it. But I just wanted to come and chit chat with y'all, let y'all know what's going on Friday. I had a really good therapy session, y'all. A really good therapy session. It was really good to just connect and just talk about good things. Talk about good things and progression with y'all. Somebody was calling me. But yeah, it was a good session. Just talking about just my different dynamics in my relationships with just family, friends, my man, just different things like that. It just boundaries that you set and all that kind of stuff. So it really does mean a lot to me to be able to speak about what I got going on in my head, especially with an unbiased person, and you can give me the real, whether that's something I need to fix, whether it really is just who I'm around, whatever. And it just really made me think about in my relationship, like how much we continue to just grow together, love on each other, and do all the things. And I'm just so grateful for where we are in our relationship. I really love my partner. He is someone that I've known for years, y'all. For years. I've known him for almost 18 years. We've been together now for almost 3 years, around the same time that we've known each other. So it's a beautiful thing. And we are alike in a lot of ways, but we are different in a lot of ways. And sometimes when you have those differences, it's like a growing sort of position to be able to understand each other and to be able to communicate and articulate. Like, our attachment styles are different. We share one love language, which is quality time, but our love languages are just different. And so sometimes you can even see differences like that, or just even personalities, right? Sometimes there could be those differences in personalities or just interests. And I don't say differences in a bad way. I say differences in a way that, like, that's just what it is. There's people are going to be different. So you just grow and you evolve, and it's just an interesting thing. And I love it. I love how much I'm able to grow as a person. He's able to grow as a person, and we're able to just grow together. So it always just feel good. But that's my little spiel for today. I'm gonna go listen to some music. Actually, my best friend was calling. She's traveling, so let me call her back and see what's going on. But I'll take y'all along with me, and then I'm gonna close out this vlog here because I don't want this to go on too much longer. And then I'll come back to y'all to show y'all the updates of the apartment because it's actually coming along. I just gotta move my TV stand, and that's it. Everything else I've moved, so I'm gonna show y'all the little adjustments and stuff and just go from there. But yeah, I'll check back in with y'all. Hello, good morning. Happy Saturday, aka 4th of July, but better known as Juneteenth 2.0, Pookie, aka get into this shirt. I had made this a few years back. Black as fuck, but like Black Africa. Blackity black, all the little thingies on here, and I like spice it up so it hang. But it is the 4th of July, and we're starting off another week of a vloggity vlog. I took y'all on the journey last week with all my little tidy house stuff. And so now we're gonna go run to HOMEGOODS because I need a Dutch oven. I hate that feeling because I always want to have what I think that I need, and I need a Dutch oven. And the freaking recipe for the sourdough calls for a Dutch oven. Now, there was something online that said you can makeshift what you need. You can like use 2 pans and cover them up, so the baking pan, and then take another pan and cover it. But I'm like, you know what, if I'm gonna get into this and I really love this, why not just get a Dutch oven and just, you know, have it be, if this turns out great, and then I can just continue. But also, I always had an interest in Dutch ovens because they look like they're like pretty good for cooking. And so we're gonna go run to HOMEGOODS because yesterday I stopped at Marshall's and it had said that the hours would be about normal. So I'm like, well, I'm sure HOMEGOODS is the same. Also, I got some new shoes yesterday, y'all. Let me show you. They're super cute. Look, they're just like the little jelly slides, but they're a brown shade, which I love. And it's by the brand Cushionary, which is super, super comfortable. So I got these, which I'm so grateful that they can like actually fit my feet, because normally with my fat wide foot, these kinds of things don't be fitting. And they're super comfortable because Cushionary's literally exactly what it says, very cushiony. But anyways, let's go drive to HOMEGOODS. It's early in the morning. It's 9:23, and they actually should be opening at 9:30, so we're going right in enough time to get up in there and get the things that we need so I can get back home and relax. I mean, not necessarily, because I do need to move the TV stand and the TV to the final position. So that's what we're gonna do this weekend. I don't know when. I ain't gonna make myself burnt out or overwhelmed or anything, but I am gonna move it. And then that should be like the last huge thing to move. Maybe the small bookshelf. I'm deciding on that, not sure, but that's pretty much it, y'all. Other than that, I'm gonna braid my hair this weekend. with my real hair, box braids, and I'm gonna put some beads on it, because what? Adults rocking the beads nowadays is just the thing, honey. And I got like little wooden beads, but I also got some plastic beads. So we're gonna try that out, because as y'all know, I was overwhelmed in the last video of having to go back to get this MRI. It's just so annoying. So I have to make sure that there's like no metal pieces or anything inside of it when I'm putting the beads in. But I already washed my hair, so I'm just letting it air dry in these 2 space buns, as people call them nowadays. And I'm gonna just braid it either tomorrow for Sunday, or on Sunday, or either Monday, because I actually have Monday off too, as I told y'all. So we're gonna do that. And then your doggy nephew needs his bath. So those are all the things that needs to happen the rest of this weekend. Rearranging the last few stuff, dusting off whatever, cleaning off whatever, and braiding the hair, and giving the boy a bath, because he needs a bath. So that's gonna be like the to-do list. But yeah, taking y'all along with me to the HOMEGOODS, see what I get. I'm very excited that I've been able to go out this weekend, because I didn't think I was going out. I said, I'm one of those people, in case you don't know, I'm very like financially responsible. I don't like playing around. When I got things to do, I got things to do. And so I like to be on top of just my stuff, you know what I mean? And so anyway, I don't like to go out and just spend my money on senseless stuff. I like to be aware, right? Now, if I go to Dollar Tree, I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get, and that's what I say. Okay, because it's the Dollar Tree. It's not usually that terrible, and I don't think that I've ever really spent more than probably like $50 out of that. Maybe once, but not often. So anyway, whatever, that doesn't matter. But yeah, let's go on ahead and get ourselves to HOMEGOODS. And I do probably need to stop at Trader Joe's just to get 2 little things of meat. And you know what, I may not even do it today. I might just wait till Monday, where most people are going back to work, because not a lot of people are having Monday off because they had Friday off. So I think I'm gonna do that. I have stuff in the house that I can make, so I'm not even pressed about it. I may just do that, because I really just, I don't know, I don't think I got the capacity. So that's gonna be it. And yeah, that's all that's it. So anyways, we're gonna see what we can go and find in HOMEGOODS. Y'all, they got a shit ton of Dutch ovens. This one is a 5-quart, and this one's a 5-quart, and I love it, of course, because of the gold knob. All of that just for the gold knob. But this is like double the price, and this brand is on clearance. So here's the whole section of them, and I really love that Cuisinart one. And this one's even sexy too, because it's a big one, 7-quart. But I don't need anything this big. I suspect that, you know, it should rise enough inside of the 5-quart. But I just love that gold. So I love the gold, but it's double the price, y'all. So this one's $60. And then this one is on clearance, and it was already $40, but now it's 32. I don't know if y'all can see. 32. So it's like, be smarter and not sit here and spend the money. So we're probably just gonna get this brand, which is Smith Clark Ironworks, because I'm sure it'll probably be
just as good. And we're not gonna get the Cuisinart. Oh my god. Oh. Y'all, this is heavy AF. Heavy AF. Okay, y'all, so I'm about to go inside of here because I've seen it when I've drove past here, but I've never stopped, and we're gonna try it out. But I told y'all that I've had those situations where I've had those encounters with certain cultures being a little interesting towards okay, perfect shirt to wear today. And so I'm just gonna go try it out to see if I can get like spices and stuff from here. It says that it's a market and a kitchen, so we're gonna see what's inside of here. I feel like they'll have similar. I feel like they would sell like the garlic powder and onion powder and, you know, just like that kind of thing. So gonna go and see what they sell, what they got, and that's gonna be it. So I'll take y'all in here with me. I am done. I went to the HOMEGOODS and finished that up. I did stop at Dollar Tree. Judge your mama, don't judge me. I did only get a couple of things. I told y'all I'm very like a couple of things type of girl. Now the other day I did buy a little more than a couple things, but that's because they had one-off stuff. And I didn't even show y'all. If I still have it out at home, I think I do. I think it's still sitting in the bag, honestly. I'll show y'all. That was like $40. But today I spent like $12. Just on a couple of little things like for the house, that kind of thing. So that was just a quick little like just reset for myself, a little restart. But yeah, let's go inside of the spice district and see what they got up in there, because honey, I am all for it. And I might go across the street because in the area that I live in, they have this gluten-free, it's a bakery and cafe, but they have gluten-free options that they bake fresh on site, I believe. And I've been there before and I really do enjoy it. So since I'm right across the street, why not, Pookie? Okay, let's go. Because why not support people of color? Okay? My black and brown people. Because them other motherfuckers, them Europeans, some of them just be acting funky. I ain't even going to tell y'all what country it is, because I just don't even want to get into that, like I said last time. But I never met them until I moved to LA. And they be acting like something different, honey. And I'm like, yeah, you gonna have just 1 or 2 times to have me have an interaction, and you want to act away, and that's it. I'm not supporting nothing, because don't do that to me. So yeah, we gonna come in here and buy some stuff. But they got the natural toothpaste, y'all, the natural soaps, the natural everything. I'm loving it. I am loving that. Look at all of this stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Real deal. Neem oil. Oh, they may have a carrier oil that I can use for my essential oil diffuser. It needs a carrier oil. It said I can do jojoba, but I think it's a sweet orange or something. Oh, they got it all in here. Inexpensive flax seeds. They have all of these. They have everything in here. I love that. I freaking love that. Because now I know that I can come here, cloves, allspice, black pepper, curry powder, Himalayan sea salt, mint leaves, thyme. Yeah, this is where okay, y'all, so I finished braiding my hair. I put the beads on. I intentionally left these little pieces out, just so y'all know. Don't mind the table, because the house is still in a wreck from just trying to rearrange. But I intentionally left these little pieces out because I thought it would be like a cute little, just add a little flair to the ends. Now, I didn't get to put all the beads. The whole back half of my hair doesn't have beads because I'm still needing to do that other freaking MRI that I told y'all about. And the ones that I was going to interchange between these wood ones and the plastic ones have like little metallic paint design on it. And I feel like it's going to pick that up. And I feel like that's going to be an issue. So I was like, you know what? I'm probably just going to go and reorder more of these on Amazon and just do all wood beads this time and incorporate those or other ones like another time. So I have to order more now in order to put them on the back. Had I not needed to do the MRI, I could have interchanged these with the plastic or like pearl looking ones, and it would have been really cute. That was the initial plan, but things gotta change. Now let's get into this bread, y'all. It didn't rise really high as I wanted it to, but they said like gluten-free sourdough starter just don't rise extremely high. So it's not even like a big loaf. It's like focaccia bread instead. And this is how you know you don't follow what the hell the time says online. And I knew, but I was busy doing my hair. So I should have only gave it 5 more minutes, like maybe 7 more minutes instead of 15. I followed the instructions, y'all, but everybody's oven is different. So it's a little bit more brown than I like, but let me show you. So this is what it's looking like. It has a little more crisp on the outside. I don't even know if this is going to be edible, y'all. Because let's check the bottom. Oh. Yeah. That sounds like that's a bus. Got it. All right. Should never listen to their time because their time is... Let's try to pull this apart. Oh my God. I mean, I know sourdough's intended to be more thicker, but... Well, at least it was coming out looking nice. Well, there's that. This can be croutons at this point. Let's at least pull this part and see if I can try it. Let me see.
And y'all, the fireworks are already starting. It's 4th of July in real time, so it is what it is. Now, I'm not mad at it. It's my first time making homemade bread in my life, so let's just see if the consistency and inside is at least there. Okay. Oh. Definitely tastes like sourdough bread. Okay. Get it, girl. If I would just let this shit bake a little less. I didn't tell y'all. I literally followed the instructions. And mind you, she had said 30 minutes with the lid on. And then 15 to 20 minutes with the lid off. I did the 15, not the 20. I always do less just so I can jack it. But I was busy doing my hair. Well, not bad. I mean, I can use it as like break apart bread. The bottom is a little more done. But top got a little more crunchy. But you know what? This is giving like, you know, look how the pull is nice. The pull is nice, y'all. So, I can get with that. I can get with that. Now I know. Follow that recipe, but do not follow the time. And in case y'all do ask, I do have a thermostat inside my oven. So it was at the right temperature. I think just in the baking world, oh my god, this is true sourdough. At least I mastered like the ingredients and stuff. That I'm proud about. Because that could have became a real bust real quick. Just not mastering it. But like, if y'all look at this. Like, look at this. That like pull. That softness in the inside. And that sourdough taste. It just sucks because she had said form it in a ball. It was not forming in nobody's ball. It's like the dough was too soft. And I had parchment paper. That's the paper you see it on. I almost had to take the parchment paper and like spin it a little bit. Not tightly, but enough to like keep it together. Because I think that's why it came off flat. Because the dough was like soft. So, it could just be the flour that I use. But, besides it being a little crunchy, it's good. I definitely feel like I can eat some of it for like breakfast. At least it's not gonna go to waste. It's just, you know, trial and error. I'll probably try again next week. So I got plenty of starter dough. I just need to get more flour because, baby, the starter dough plus making the actual bread take a lot of flour. I was like, this is why bakers order this like in a huge quantity. So anyway, just want to show y'all my hair, show y'all the bread. And I'm gonna go walk your boy because I know he's already gonna start freaking out because these fireworks and dogs just don't mix. So I'm gonna check back in with y'all tomorrow. But yep, I got all the things I need to do today. Tomorrow's a new day. And we'll do something else. Look. Sirens already going off because somebody doing too much. Let me go walk this boy so I can get in so I don't have to be in the midst of the chaos.
You've got to understand, I just wanna live my life and I wanna do it right. I just wanna take my time.